Dawn, you've obviously been through a lot of these situations in the past few years where you could clinch a championship. Just how does the team approach that? Have they talked about it a little bit more?
No, they haven't talked about it. They haven't talked about a championship or anything like that. I'm sure they have it in mind. It's a goal of theirs.
Dawn, there's been so much talk about who should be the player of the year. Another player is Ziad first-team All-American?
Ziad?
Yeah.
Of course, yes.
And
yes.
What's the case for her? Could you sort of?
She's on number 1 team in the country. I mean, she's our leading scorer. She's having the best year of her entire career. And there's something to say about that. I mean, she's playing both sides of the basketball. She's committed. I mean, she's always been committed. It just did not come together like it's coming together for her. And I think she's just in a great mental state. And that really doesn't have anything to do with her being All-American, but her play on the floor speaks for itself.
Don't correct me if I'm wrong. Have y'all ever had 2 first-team All-Americans on the same year? I think it was always kind of maybe one was a third or something like that.
Yeah, we haven't, but I think this is the year. I mean, this is the year. I mean, they played well enough, you know, and I hope that everyone or the voters will see that. And I'm not politicking at all. You guys asked me the question, I'm going to answer the question, but of course.
Well, speaking of voters, this is the first week you guys weren't unanimous number ones in the AP poll. Just what was your reaction to seeing that?
I really don't care. Like, I don't care. As long as we keep winning, we're good with that. The voters are going to have their way of slicing and dicing who they feel they should give their vote to. Is their vote. We can't control that. The only thing we can control is rebounding the basketball, defending, you know, putting up more points than our opponents.
I feel like every week we've asked you, you know, is there any reaction from the ladies, you know, whether it was preparing for UConn or the sellout crowds or clinching a title. And every week it's nope, they're just going about their business. So what makes this group so able to focus like that, to handle this sort of thing? And is there anything you can like take from this that you can use moving forward to recreate this? Because that seems special.
Yeah. No, you can't recreate this. This is an experienced basketball team. This is a team that, for the core of this team, basically came in together wanting just to win. Like, obviously they got goals, individual goals, and they want to do extremely well, but ultimately the ultimate goal is to win. And I'm happy we've done that a great deal, and some players have gotten their just due, some players haven't, just because they've sacrificed for the greater good of the team. And I just hope that they're rewarded this year because they sacrificed a great deal for the betterment of our team, and it's worked. But I like to see them get some individual awards.
You saw her a few times at Mississippi State, but Rakia Jackson, what's the challenge there? Kind of what is she going to do to you guys tomorrow, or try to?
I mean, she scores the ball. She rebounds extremely well. She's just going to try to create mismatches on the floor, and we gotta, you know, it's not going to be a one person can't stop her. You know, you definitely, with our depth, we'll be able to show her different looks, and hopefully we can wear her down by the time that, you know, the fourth quarter comes around, that she won't have, you know, as much energy, you know, with just seeing one type of defense or one defender. So, I mean, if you put too much into her, I mean, you got Jordan Horston, you got Walker, you got all these players that have played together, and they've played some incredibly talented teams. So they are, you know, not in the wins and the losses in their top 25 games, but it's brewing. Like, they're playing much better than they played last week, and playing much better than they played a month ago. So we're fortunate and unfortunate to get them at a time in which, you know, it's the end of the season, their season, and they seem like they found the right balance in getting Rakia the ball and Jordan taking over, and then everybody else is just doing their part.
How how have you seen Tennessee change its style throughout the year? I mean, they had some notable injuries first, but how they kind of melded into how they're playing now.
I think they're really concentrating on getting their players the ball where they're effective. Like Rakia is a big part of it. They're getting her the ball more. They're playing through her. And then Jordan is just doing what Jordan does. Like they've taken her off the ball so much, and now she's able to, she's able to create, she's able to pass, she's able to really go on her package. And I think it just helped them streamline where to go with the basketball. And then they got the shooters that will space the floor, and they're just working well together. And sometimes it takes a while for you to insert someone like a Rakia into your team and find balance. But she's that talented that you have to play through her.
Kind of going off of the point you made about Jordan, she might be having the best all-around, I guess, season for Tennessee. Just what's kind of the differences in matching up and game planning for a player that impacts the game like in a variety of ways? Like
she's big. I mean, she's a big guard. Like she's huge, and she has so many weapons. She can shoot it. She can get to the basket. She can pass it. I mean, she's just another point guard out there on the floor, and you can't not guard her. You got to guard her, and then you almost have to guard her and then 1.5 man her, because she can do so many things with the basketball while Rakia is doing her thing. And if you lack off, Walker, she's gonna bang a three. She hits timely threes. So, I mean, they have all the pieces, and sometimes it just takes time for that to develop.
Ole Miss had that really effective zone against y'all in Oxford. Do you expect Tennessee to kind of try to mimic?
I do. We do expect it. I think they do prefer playing man, but the zone has been effective against us, especially Ole Miss. But I mean, we did some things at Ole Miss that we'll clean up, and hopefully we'll have a better showing against the zone. Because for a while there, people were playing us man, and we got comfortable, and then Ole Miss threw that zone against us and slowed us down a little bit, took some air out of took some possessions away from the game, and hopefully we can balance it by pushing the ball and scoring a little bit more before the zone is set up, and then once the zone is set up, we get the ball to the right people.
Dawn, have you heard from the White House about honoring the 2022 team, and is that something you would want to happen at some point?
I mean, somebody said something to me about March. We're not interested in March. Like we have things to do. I mean, people are talking about it, but I mean, it's 2023 now. Like
maybe
it's 2023 now. I don't.
Okay.
I mean, my focus is on trying to win this game tomorrow night, and that's my only focus. And once that's over, it's on to Georgia.
Looks like they're updating some signage here.
Yeah, it's 2023 now.
I'd say
So,
hold off a couple of months, maybe.
I don't know. I mean, I like where we are. I like our focus, but I do like adding things to the to the collection, and hopefully we'll continue to do that this year. But we're definitely in control of that.
You clinched an SEC title at Tennessee once before in 2016. Is there anything that you remember about that night, or does anything really stick out about that particular clinch?
It actually doesn't. I don't even remember.
The third one, I think.
Third one. See, y'all know more than me. Like I'm gonna stay current. I'm gonna stay current. I hope history repeats itself at Tennessee.
What is challenging playing at Thompson Bowling? Last time you guys were there, you came up short. Just what is that environment like?
I mean, it's the biggest arena that we play in, and they fill it up. Like the Tennessee Loyals will pack the house. Tennessee's playing better basketball, which means more fans will be in the stands, and they're gonna put on a show. But I always, in going to Tennessee, will remember Pat Summitt. We'll play on her floor, so I'm always paying homage to what she's been to the game. I mean, she's and still means so much to our game. Her legacy will continue on, and I know they, some of them went to Tennessee because of Pat Summitt, even if she didn't coach them one day. And that's legacy. When you're able to go to a place in which a coach created a legacy that you want to be a part of, it's pretty powerful.
And obviously, there's been, I guess, kind of recent talks about, the SEC, I guess the rigor of it, has it dropped off? Is it still deep
Yeah.
into that nature? Obviously, you guys play teams from several different conferences, year after year. What kind of, differentiates the SEC from, some of those other teams and some of those other styles that you guys see?
I mean, I don't think. I mean, the SEC is known for its physicality. It's known for, to me, great coaching, being able to adjust and pivot and do all those things to keep your head above water in this league, because you will drown if you're not able to do those things. You'll drown. I mean, other conferences around the country, they're playing better. Like, I mean, it's great that women's basketball, we can have those conversations about who's the best conference. Do I think we are the best conference? I mean, there's some other conferences out there that are playing extremely well. But if I say this, then we lose more votes. If I say anything other than that, we lose more votes. So we play in the SEC. We know exactly what you need to do in order for you to be successful in this league, top to bottom. I know it's not even top heavy. It is middle of the road heavy, and then you mix in some of the ones that are at the bottom. They can win. They can beat you. So I think it's fair to say that women's basketball is in a place where parity lives well and good, and we're gonna hang our hats on that.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank y'all.